Hello, my name is Hemingway Jones, and I make videos about fountain pens, inks, journals, and journaling for curious people. From a fountain pen, we go to some amazing places. Today, we're going into the realm of fine watches. We're going to see which fountain pens complement these beautiful watches. And even if you're not into watches or fountain pens, it's always fun to obsess about how these two items complement each other. So let's dive right in. So if you're like me at all, when you get ready in the morning, you think about how your wardrobe complements your watch or which accessories work well with it, down to tiny details. It's just another fun, interesting thing to obsess over. So often when I pick a fountain pen for the day, I like one that looks really good with my watch, that they have a certain conversation and just look like they belong together. It gives you an extra level of refinement, sophistication, and just finish to your look. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Let's start off today with a really beautiful and refined and sophisticated watch. The Cartier Must Tank in the XL size. So here is that absolutely gorgeous Cartier tank with the guilloche face, the beautiful Roman numerals, the sapphire cabochon, just an absolute stunning watch. So what you want to do is try to find a fountain pen that has a fantastic conversation with this watch. Here is a Lamy Vista. This is a stupendous, beautiful, very affordable pen, around $20, $25, maybe $30. It's a transparent Lamy Safari, basically, but an incredible writer, very expressive. The chrome matches up wonderfully, and something in the design also as well. You have this beautiful mid-century sort of Bauhaus design with the sort of paperclip bent style clip that just works beautifully, along with this more classic grandfather clock like dial Cartier tank. So I think these work well together, but there are some other choices as well. Let's also look at the Pineider twin tank touchdown fountain pen. Beautiful nib, a fantastic travel pen, and its styling looks very beautiful with it. Once again, it's a demonstrator pen with some chrome accents, lovely clip, and just a beautiful pen from Pineider. I like these two together, but I have to be honest, when I do wear this watch and I pair it with a fountain pen, it's difficult not to pair it with one from its own house, even though the design elements don't always really work together, to be honest, because here we have a gold clip, a ruby cabochon, versus a sapphire cabochon. But it is a Cartier fountain pen, and Cartier fountain pens have a beauty all their own, and sometimes the link between these two items is their house, their lineage, and their design. So the Cartier does look rather nice with the Cartier, or at least you feel like you have a complete set. So I do enjoy these, especially since my wedding band is Cartier as well. So I guess it's a trifecta, but if they ever put out another must fountain pen with chrome and black accents, I think I would be all over it. But I do love these together. So which pen do you think pairs perfectly with the Cartier Tank XL? Let me know in the comments. Our next watch is a watch that I wore exclusively for many years. I had so many adventures with it. It went to multiple trips. It was on my wrist when my daughter was born. And the reason is it's just a very robust, beautiful, all-purpose watch. This is the Omega Seamaster 300 meters, an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful dive watch in chrome, black face, a black aluminum bezel, absolutely classic, lovely, faceted bezel, a bit hard to grip if you want to move it. I rarely actually move the bezel. It's so hard to grip. But nevertheless, an absolutely stunning watch. Let's see which pens work with this beautiful watch. So your budget option would be a TWSBI Eco. You have the chrome accents and it's a demonstrator, so if you filled it up with black ink, it would be even more so. Just absolutely perfect together. All that chrome, glistening, absolutely beautiful. Another fantastic pen for this, picking up on the red writing in the face of this dial, would be the Pineider La Grande Bellezza. So here once again, you have an absolutely beautiful resin pen of this deep red that picks up on the lovely red in the face, and the chrome accents also look stupendous together. So the linkages also continue if you take the cap off and see that the grip is black as the face of this watch, and also this beautiful nib with a little bit of ink in there is a fantastic match for the bracelet and the chrome shiny bits on this watch. So a beautiful gold nib pen. This is a fine Italian pen. With the red, it gives you a bit of panache, a little bit of insouciance and power and color to match this fantastic watch. They just go so well together, this fountain pen and this beautiful Omega that's just been through so much with me. I love all those choices, but I think the Pineider La Grande Bellezza works the best. I love this pop of red, and it always makes whatever you're wearing, whatever you're doing, just makes you feel that much more confident to have a bit of color into the mix, but nothing outrageous. This works perfectly. Our next watch is an absolute stunner from Seiko. This is my adventure watch. This is the Seiko Turtle with the Save the Ocean dial. It's an absolutely robust, beautiful watch with a cushioned case that is just perfect for taking to the beach or any adventure where you don't want to worry about a more expensive watch. But more importantly, there are some fantastic pens that complement this gorgeous watch. Let's take a look. So this watch is an absolute stunner. There's so much depth in that dial. The indicators are so easy to read. The bezel makes a very satisfying noise when you move it. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now, the thing I pick up the most with this is the color blue. And we have some stupendous blue pens. This is a Kaweco Sport. This has a very nice conversation with this dial. This blue is a lovely deep blue that just sings with the blue of this dial. Love this pen as well. It's similar in tone. This is not an expensive watch, and neither is this an expensive pen, so they just play very well together. This is also a fantastic pen for travel. It is a very nice pocket pen. You put it together, it becomes a full-size pen, and it writes magnificently. So these two together are absolutely stunning. The steel nib matches the steel case perfectly, and the blue looks very nice with the blue. So this is a good choice. My next choice is this Omas Ogiva, a beautiful, moody, deep blue pen that complements this nicely, although the trim is a different color. But gold and silver can work together, and I especially love the color of this pen, and I just feel like they just have a really nice conversation. But this pen is beautiful. It's a piston fill, beautiful gold nib, gold trim, very sophisticated, very Italian, just absolutely beautiful. And if you were to take your diving watch on an Italian adventure, this would be a great pen to accompany it. Another great fountain pen to go with this beautiful diving watch is the Esterbrook SD Oversize in Novo Blue. Absolutely beautiful, moody, deep blue with this fantastic grain, these reflective pieces. Absolutely gorgeous pen, and one of the nicer things is that the trim is chrome as well. Look at that beautiful ring there. So this goes together very, very well with this nice moody blue, with this incredible depth. You can see the colors there are picking up nearly perfectly and just reflecting in the face of this watch. So absolutely gorgeous how these two work together. Now this pen is beautiful. It's slightly oversized, but that makes it a little more ergonomic. You cannot post this pen, but that's okay. It's long enough for me, but it may not be for you. So consider that. I have traveled with this pen. It holds a nice bit of ink in its converter, so usually it'll get you through a week or so of being away from home. So perfect for your beach holiday, a bit of journaling by the pool, and anything else. A fantastic pen. Perhaps the best match for this is the Blue Dew. Look how these two blues sing. These blues were born to work together. Now you do have the contrasting gold, so that's a bit of a detractor, but nevertheless, look at how these pens have a fantastic conversation with each other. It's just aesthetically stunning. Now this is an incredible flex nib pen for some very expressive writing on a budget. I believe Blue Dew pens are about $88 US. So if you want to try flex, you don't want to invest too much, it's a fantastic way to go. And there are other nibs available, so I'm sure you could find one that's silver steel that would match perfectly if you really want to get into the details. But boy, look how these colors just sing. They really love each other. So I really love Seiko turtle watches. I just see these as sort of the German Shepherd of watches. They just do whatever you ask them to do. They hold up, they're loyal, they're just with you as a constant companion. I love this for adventures, and it just looks great with one of these pens. Let me know which one your favorite is. Our final watch we're going to look at today is the Tudor Black Bay. This is a very strong, intense watch with a lot of wrist presence. So it needs an equally strong and bold fountain pen to match with it. And I think I found just the one. So I love Tudor watches, and what you see here is one of the most pretty watches that you can find. It is rather thick, so you have to be okay with that. You might want to go with the more slight Tudor 58, but look at that face. So my first choice is this Schoen Design Pocket 6 pen, which is made out of copper and just looks absolutely stunning with it next to it. There's something about the really bold design of the Schoen. It's very basic, but very bold, sort of cut from a rod of copper. But boy, it has a lot of intense energy and just communicates very well with this fantastic wristwatch. So I quite like these two together. I also love the way the bronze Kaweco Sport looks with this. Those bronze accents just pick up the indicators for the hour and the hands. Also, the way the light plays on the dial similarly plays in this fantastic fountain pen. So these two look beautiful together, like they're poised and ready for their next adventure. If you want to go even more bold, you could go to this gold-plated Scrivener fountain pen that just looks really great with it. It definitely picks up the gold accents. It's a nice portable pen. It's fantastic to write with, and it looks absolutely amazing next to this Tudor Black Bay. Another choice is from Visconti and the fantastic Visconti Mythos. This pen is brown and gold, so it just sort of suits this pen. It has a certain warmth, and I love the way the colors play off of each other. So this is an absolutely beautiful pen from Visconti, a little more accessible than some of their other offerings, rather than the next pen that we're going to look at. But this is a brilliant choice, and they look fantastic together. So I think my next choice for this watch is the perfect one. This is the Visconti Homo sapiens, an absolute icon in the fountain pen world. But look how these bronze accents just pick up with this watch, and what I really love is the rose gold nib, which just communicates fantastic with the face of this watch. This watch is nearly indestructible, and so is this fountain pen, and they look absolutely beautiful and brilliant together. So this is a version of what I go through in the morning when I'm putting everything together. All of those wheels are turning and I'm obsessing over the little elements, but mostly it's all about how each of the items relate to each other and how comfortable I feel expressing that part of my personality that particular day. So what do you think of the choices I made? Did you think I made some good ones for these watches? Would you have chosen differently? Let me know in the comments. Let me know which of the watches I've shown today are your favorites and which pens are as well. I'd love to hear it. And if you've reached this point in the video, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you along on this journey with us. And if you really want to support the channel even more, membership is available. Come on behind the scenes, join in our Pen Pal group, and just see what's going on. I'd love to have you. So I make new videos all the time, and I have a live show each Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So I can promise you we will see each other again very, very soon, further up the road. So take care of yourself.